அடிமை மனதை அகற்றினான், உயர் அன்பின் உறுதி புகட்டினான். கொடுமை அகன்றிட முந்திடும் தவ கூட்டத்தை நாட்டிற்கு தந்தவன், தவ கூட்டத்தை நாட்டிற்கு தந்தவன். ஆண்மை உருக்கொண்ட அந்தணன் எங்கள் அண்ணல் விவேகானந்தனின் மாண்பை அளந்திட எண்ணினால் இந்த மண்ணையும் விண்ணையும் பண்ணலாம், இந்த மண்ணையும் விண்ணையும் பண்ணலாம். நமஸ்தே.
நமஸ்தே சுவாமிஜி. நமஸ்தே.
நமஸ்தே. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, Maharaj.
Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Deva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Gururagmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagini Vyomavad Vyapta Degaya Shri Dakshina Murti Mide Nityamanandamanantamurtim Shiveti Namna Shrutayo Grunanti Tasyavataro Nararupadhari Kripa Sudibdha Bhuvirama Krishnaham. Namaste to everybody. Today, in the secrets of Ramayanam, we are going to see one of the major topic, which is very essential, and we will see in two phases this topic alone, because since the topic is little depth in meaning, and lucidly we use this word often in our life, but there are so many significant things about this word. Let me see what is that. Bhakti Swarupam. The 13th secret we are going to see today is Bhakti Swarupam. We all know Bhakti. This word is often we use, yes, Yam Bhaktiman, Shaktiman, all those things we use. But what is meant by Bhakti? Then in the second phase, we will see how this Bhakti has to be connected with our Ramakrishna Parambara. First, I will show you what is the definition for Bhakti and where this word actually coined, and what are the Puranas and Itikasas are says about this Bhakti, of course under the light of Bhagavad Gita too. And Bhakti, the word often we use in our life, but exactly there are so many Bhaktis as defined by Narada, who was the great Bhakti Shastra teacher. In actually, when we say this Bhakti, two scriptures are very, very important, essential. One is Naradiya Bhakti Sutram. Second one is Nasadiya Suktam. One Suktam is there, which many people it comes in the Rig Veda. And another one is Shandilya Bhakti Sutram. These two only Bhakti aphorisms on Bhakti Sutram, and which often quoted by Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda has written 4 essential important books, scriptures on our day-to-day life. One is Jnana Yoga, second one is Bhakti Yoga, third one is Raja Yoga, and fourth one is Karma Yoga. This Karma Yoga often we use it from Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter and the 3rd chapter. Of course, for Raja Yoga, it is Ashtanga Yoga of the Patanjali Yoga Sutram. Swamiji, for his Western disciples as well as for the Indian disciples, he quoted and he has taken classes on Bhakti Shastram based on Naradiya Bhakti Sutram as well as Shandilya Bhakti Sutram. There, the Bhakti has defined as this, as I have mentioned here. Bhakti, the word is a compound word, means the nature or a form of a devotion. We say devotion. It's an ocean. Really speaking, it's an ocean. It's not only a devotion, it's an ocean. The word contains, according to Niruktam, 31 definition for Bhakti. Yaska, one of the Acharya, he has written a book called Niruktam or Etymology. It's like a thesaurus in English language, which defines for each and every word in technical terms. When I was searching in Bhakti, it has 21 definition. Of course, Bhakti, the term devotion, surrender, love or worship specifically towards to a deity or a spiritual master, we say. Swarupam means the real nature or a intrinsic nature, essential character or a identity or a true condition. If you combine these two words, actually speaking, Bhakti means the essential character of a devotee, or how to identify the true condition of the worshipper or a spiritual master, or so to say, in simple language, a true nature of devotion. But this Bhakti Swarupam has defined it as basically in four concepts. I am just giving in a nutshell only. I am not going in depth. Of course, if you want to go through in my Bhagavatam classes, I have taken elaborately 5 classes only on Bhakti. You can just see 5 hours it will be there. Paramanu Raktim means Bhakti has 4 essential features. One is supreme love. We have to love, dedicate to that God. It may be anything. That's why I have given all the God and goddesses here. Even it can be any avatars. It can be any Sadguru, or it can be any Brahma, Vishnu, Mageshwara, or Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati, any Devata for that matter. But a supreme love, Para Anubhuti, Anurukti. Then second one is it should be based on Nishkamata. Nishkamata means, Kamata means often we mistakenly use. In Sanskrit, Kama means desire. Nishkamaha means desirelessness. Means without hankering for any desire, we have to worship or we have to progress in spiritual path in the form of devotion. Then the third one is Sharanagati. Sharanagati, which we have seen already, total surrender or self-surrender. Then Satata Smaranam. Constantly we have to remember the God. Whatever the condition may be, wherever we are, time, space, causation, as mentioned by Swami Vivekananda. Wherever we are, whatever the condition we are, but often we have to constantly, repeatedly, daily, without any breaking, we have to concentrate on the God or remembrance. Remembrance means it may be doing japa or chanting his name or his Leela Dhyanam or concentrating or reading his scriptures or his life history or visiting his pilgrim places related to his Leela or related to his places. If you take Krishna, Vrindavan. If you take Shiva, it is Kailash or Manasarovar or Himalaya, Kashi, like that. So, the God related things, so that we will be in that same mind. With this, we will see how, now just I have given 4 important points. Paramanuruktim, Nishkamata, Sharanagati, Satata Smaranam. You just keep it in your mind, these 4 things. With these 4 things, how the scriptures also pinpointing these same 4 qualifications required for a Bhaktiman. If we say that, it is not to assess others. Please note this, because when I was taking the same classes for Tamil people, one person immediately put in commentary that Swamiji, I have estimated and I have assessed with other people. I told no, please stop it, because Bhakti is not for assessing or to derive or to test others whether they have this, whether my person my known person is having the supreme love, desireless, total surrender. Please, it is not for others. It is to evolve our own thing and to self-analysis or to self-estimate ourselves, whether we are in that position, or whether you need not to reveal to others also, just keep it in your mind and just progress towards to the right path, to know our own thing, and then we can progress where we are. So with that background, we can see bhakti as the supreme love, para anuruktim. Now, as I said, Naradiya Bhakti Sutra is the primary book which Swami Vivekananda also used. And there, in the second sutra itself, sutra means it's an aphorism, it's a nutshell words. If you open, no, it like a pendulum box, it will burst out with a beautiful concept. So, Satvasmin Paramanu Raktim Ishwaraha is mentioned by Narada in his Naradiya Bhakti Sutram, which means, I am just pinpointing with my this highlighter. Bhakti is supreme, intense love for the Lord, which means who is my Lord? First, you have to understand who is my Lord. He may be Ramakrishna. Some people say, no, I like Sharada Amma. Even for me, I like more Sharada Amma than Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna. Some people say, no, Swamiji, I have bhakti with Sri Ramakrishna, Sarada, all those things, but I have very much devoted to Muruga, or I am very much devoted to Mahadev, or I am very much devoted to such and such, means Narasimha, some Narayana, something. But whatever it may be, because in Hindu Sanatana Dharma, we have one plus point which the other Semitic religions doesn't have. That one thing is, we have Nanavida Swarupam. Even in the Aratis, we chant these things. Because Nana, we have Loko Binna Ruchihi. Loka is the world is full of, the people are having lot of means Binna Ruchi, different types of taste. So, in Hindu Sanatana Dharmam, the scriptures also made up beautiful things. Those who want Shiva, you please follow. Those who want Narayana, you follow. Those who want Ramakrishna, you follow. Those who want Rama or Krishna, follow. Whichever the god or goddesses, that is not here the thing at all. The important thing is where we are standing or what is our position. So here the Narada says, Bhakti means it is the supreme thing. As Sri Ramakrishna in his gospel also said, a lady may talking with other people with means their family members and other people, but her love with his husband is supreme, which she can't express with other people. So similarly, we can go to Ganapati temple or Shiva or Jesus for any god and goddesses, but with that particular devata which we like, that god is my supreme goal, that we have to fix it. Second one is bhakti is selfless love, as I said in the just 2-3 minutes before. Nishkama bhakti. Nishkama means without expectation, without anything, I have to selflessly love that God. Narada Bhakti Sutram, 4th Sutra, aphorism says, Kamyamanaha Nirodha Swarupat. Sorry, my health is not good, so often this sneezing sound may come. Please forgive me. This Kamyamana Nirodha Swarupat. True devotion is free from all the desires and selfness motive. Some people we have, but of course we are born as a human being. Of course we have certain selfishness. Swamiji, I have to work, I should get good health, good wealth, all those things, and I should earn properly. My wealth has to increase, financial status should be get progress. Yes, of course, all. That is all. That is why we have Mahalakshmi also, we have Kubera also, we have other devatas, all having wealth and health. But our supreme goal towards to the God is not for hankering these petty things. We should expect more than that, but that we'll see later. But while doing puja or while showing our devotion, we should not expect anything. That is what the aphorism says. Without any desire, selfish motive, we should work towards to the God. Now, Sri Ramakrishna also pinpointed in his Vachanamritam this repeatedly. When we have such devotion, that is parabhakti, he has used the word, means which is without any expectation. That is why Sri Ramakrishna, when he was going to the Kali temple also, he never expected. Even the salary has not touched. Just he was, Mathur Babu was giving, he was just told, okay, you keep it on the table or you just put it in that box, I will, Sharda Amma will come and use it. But he has not expected anything because his devotion is purely towards to the Kali to get mukti and to get God vision. That is what he was hankering for. That is Paramaswarupa. According to Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, the total surrender which we have seen early, so I am not going to detail this. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami masuchah. Surrendering everything, taking refuge on the God alone. And we should have the firm conviction that God will liberate me. This without any secondary thought, if we have, that is Sharanagati. Then the fourth point is Bhakti as serving, loving with serving, means the Seva Bhava should be there. When we do some worship, it is not only, as Swami Vivekananda in his Bhakti Yogam also beautifully said, and Tirumular, one of the ancient person from Tamil Shastram, Tirumandram, he has written, he beautifully said, Padamadum Kovil Pagavar Kondridal Nadamadum Kovil Nanbarku Aga. What it means, if you worship with a picture and do lot of puja, but often that photo will not consume anything. Of course, it is only for the bhava level. But if you offer the same fruits and other things to the outside person who is walking on the street, that is the real bhakti, Ishvara will accept it. And the same thing Swami Vivekananda said, serve as you are serving, worshipping the Lord in the temple, so to worship these walking human beings, living human beings. So what it means, that we have to have this love, because the entire world is Narayana, Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaraha. When we say the world is, of course, our enemy will be there. Enemy means he may be quarreling. Because when I mentioning this thing, one of my students told, Swamiji, yes, I accept what you are telling, but my friend who is always having egotism and he is always quarreling with me, how to avoid him? I told, no, you don't avoid him. Instead of that, you just think he is also God. If that person is having the negative thought, that is his problem. But we should not get tainted by the negative thoughts. We should always proceed towards the positive thinking. So when we are seeing such people also, we should think, no, he is also after all the Narayana Swarupam, which Sri Ramakrishna beautifully said is in his that Mahut Narayana story, which you all know, so I am not going to elaborate it. Even in the elephant, Narayana is there. At the same time, when the person was chased by the elephant, the Mahut, that Pagan, the Yana Pagan was telling, hey, that elephant is mad, it is coming, please run away, run away. So what it means, that person also God, Narayana himself. So when we are serving to the society, we are serving to the Lord himself, as mentioned. And how to serve, what God really required. God is not required anything, because any God for that matter, they don't want anything from you, because we can't able to give anything from our own packet. Because if you see, even when we offer to the temple, no, some coconut or banana or something, flowers, which we can able to do really, is it by our own Shakti, or is it because of our own these things discover or invention we have made? No. Even for Patram or Pushpam or Phalam or Toyam, Toyam means water, Patram means leaf, Pushpam means flowers, Phalam means fruits. The fruits, a fruit or a flowers or a Vilva leaf or Tulasi leaf or Durva leaf, or even little water, whatever it may, we can't able to give anything. No, Swamiji, I can purchase. You can purchase, but can you able to purchase any devotion? Devotion cannot be purchased because God required only devotion. He is searching. He is searching. Where is my bhakta who is having full devotion? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Here, because of the sandhi, a is hidden. So when we read also, a should be added. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Krishna says to Arjuna. Arjuna means he is the representative of all our people. Hey Arjuna, I don't want any patram, leaf or pushpam, flowers, or phalam, means any fruits, or even for any water, Ganga, Sindhu, Yamuna, Saraswati, all those things. But which is I am expecting from you, me bhaktya prayachati. I expect, have you, yes, iota of bhakti in you. If you have that devotion, pure devotion, that is sufficient. Tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. If you offer that devotion, I satisfy. We can see this same example in Uddhava's life. When Uddhava, or even instead of Uddhava, we will see Vidura. When Sri Krishna went to Pandava as a Tuda, means as a messenger to Kaurava's palace, Duryodhana has not given any proper respect. But whereas Vidura invited him to his house and he was giving all the banana. Instead of banana, he just peeled and he has given only the peeling things and the fruits he was throwing. He was just seeing, just you imagine. And when Vidura's wife saw, you, what you are doing, Bhagavan, instead of giving the fruits, you are giving only the peeling things. Means that banana toll only he was giving. Then immediately Krishna told, no, I am satisfied because of his devotion. I have eaten sufficiently. What it means? Bhagavan don't want any banana from us. He don't want anything, but he want only devotion. What devotion we have, that is what we required. That is why Sri Krishna, when he went to Kaurava's palace, he told, no, I will not stay in Kaurava's palace, whereas I will stay in Vidura's house. Vidura house is a hut actually. And in that hut only Bhagavan stayed. And similarly in the Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, 14th sloka, beautifully he said what it means constant remember. We have to remember all the time the God. Ananya cheta ha satatam yomam smarati nityashaka tasyagam sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. Who is a real yogi? Yogi means, don't consider he is a Patanjali yogi like that all. Yogi means he is actually a bhakta here. In the 8th chapter, 14th sloka, Lord Krishna says, hey Arjuna, who is my real devotee is Ananya Cheta Satatam, who constantly remember me, uninterruptedly remembering me, undiverted. He is not having a iota of deviation. His mind is full of thinking of me alone. He is very easy to attain me. You see, this is one important thing. Why I am mentioning about these things? You are all well familiar. Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or Narada Bhakti Sutra. Even for Narada or for Sri Krishna, any doubt comes, you people are well versed. You can take classes for them. But the thing is, now since this topic has come, I am just elaborating, and it is not just thinking, Swamiji, you are teaching. No, I am not teaching. I am just telling to my own Atma, oh, this Sharirame, this body, you also should learn what is meant by real bhakti. It is not that I am teaching, I am learning through you people. Bhagavad Gita, it says, Ananya Cheta Satatam. Means constantly we have to remember. And in Hindu Sanatana Dharmam, which we have inculcated in our life, throughout our life, how when we get up from the bed, when before touching the earth, we say Prithivi Tvaya Dhrita Loka Devi Tvam Vishnuna Dhrita Tvam Cha Dharayamam. O Mata, I am touching you with my feet, please forgive. And when we go for taking bath, Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmadi Sindhu Kaveri Jilismin Sanitim Kuru. When we are putting Tripunda or Namam or Urdhva Pundam or any Chantana Basma, Trambakam Yajamage or like Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. Or when we are making Namaskaram, when we are lighting the lamp, Asatoma Sadgamaya or Shubham Karoti Kalyanam, like that slokas. Why we want to chant this slokas, Swamiji? What is the Tatparyam? Constantly when we are remembering that it is not because of my one matchbox stick I am lighting the lamp, because of the grace of the God I am lighting, because of the grace of the God I am taking bath, because of the grace of the God I am getting up, because of the grace of the God I am eating. That's why Brahmarpanam Brahmavir. Because of the grace of the God I am walking, because of the grace of the God I am working, because of the grace of the God I am talking, because of the grace of the God you are all listening. What a wonderful life we have in our Sanatana Dharma. And sixth point is, it is the highest knowledge when we understand. Bhagavatam beautifully says in the first chapter, second canto, and the sixth mantra, Savai pumsam paro dharmo yatho bhakti adokshajah. Here the ra is there, which is visarga as well as a for the next sloka. So bhaktihi adokshajaha. Adokshaja is one of the beautiful word which comes only in the Bhagavatam. It is often quoted for Sri Krishna or for Narayana. Adokshaja means one who is the person who is causeless for everything. He is the causeless cause. He is the causes for everything, but he is having no causes for his own birth. So he is Adokshajaha. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yatho bhakti adokshajaha ahaitukya. Hagaitukya, that is beautiful word. Hagaitukya means uninterrupted devotion. Prati hata yaya atma suprasidati. There, where God is getting satisfied with our devotion means when we have a supreme dharma, when we follow the supreme dharma, means what is dharma for brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi, that dharma we have to follow. At the same time, we have to follow our own swadharma, means whatever is from our family lineage we have to follow. At the same time, we have to constantly think of the God, and all beyond these things we have to keep in our mind that I am nothing in front of your God. You are the gracious. By your grace I am doing everything. This is the highest knowledge. If you have this knowledge, you are a great Bhaktiman. Then the 7th point is, Bhakti is beyond fear and hatred. If you see in the 6th point, I will pinpoint one more example. Sri Ramakrishna is the greatest example for this 6th point. Bhakti as the highest knowledge. He is the Avatara Varishta. Swami Vivekananda, who is having lot of logical mentality, but he himself declared that he is Avatara, means what to talk of you and me. But whereas Sri Ramakrishna, being a Avatara Varishta and undergone for all the testing, and he has experienced with all the religious, and finally he come to the truth. God is one. We call him with different name and form. But when he has declared beyond these things in his life, he has acted as a devotee in his entire life. He has acted as a devotee. Of course, why I use the word acting? Because for avatars it is acting. For us, it is our prarabdha we are undergoing. So, bhakti is beyond fear and hatred. When we have bhakti, we should not fear. As you all know, Prahalada, when Hiranyakashipu Samharam was done, that Narasimha came, even Brahma is shaken, Rudra was shaken, Saraswati and Lakshmi were withdrawing. Lakshmi saw, Ayo, I never seen Narayana in this form. And even all the devatas were afraid to go near. But whereas that 3 years old child, without having any fear, just like that he has gone in near to the Narasimha and he just sat on his lap. That is real life, because he doesn't have any sort of fear. That is the bhakti means we should not have. And Sri Ramakrishna Gospel beautifully said, when a person, one boy was just shaken, he is having little fear when he was going in a dark evening, night time. Then immediately his mother told, don't worry, you have one brother. His brother name is Keshav. When you call him, he will help you. So when you are walking in the dark night also, in the dark pitch also, don't worry, you call Keshava, he will help. And this poor boy, literally he has accepted, and he thought that Keshava, one person is there, he will come and help. That is having the Shraddha, means the confident. Yes, my mother told, definitely I will accept. And this person, wherever he gone, he, without having any fear, he has gone. And this intimacy, often Srimad Swami Gautamananda Maharaj, in our Bhakti Yoga class also, when he was taking classes for us, when I was brahmachari, Maharaj used to often say this, when we have any fear, we should surrender to Sri Ramakrishna, and we should say, no, I don't have any fear because I am the child of the God. So this word, Maharaj often he used to say that, and he says, one more thing, Bhaktir Mukti Dadati Karihichit Sma Na Bhakti Yoga. The real bhakti is, we should not have any fear. I will give you one example. When this Ramakrishna Vijayam, one Tamil magazine, which has crossed 1 lakh subscription, and we had a program at Vivekananda Illam, where Swami Vivekananda stayed for 9 days. So that function, I was a brahmachari, I was looking after Vivekananda Illam that time. So Maharaj told, we can conduct one program there, 1 lakh subscription we have crossed, so we will conduct. Then I told Maharaj, 1 lakh subscription crossed means we have to call all the people. Almost some 20,000 people will come minimum. So we have to put pandal. He told, no, pandal will be very costly, don't worry. Then I told Maharaj, rain will come. Then Maharaj, what he told, no, hey, it is Swamiji work, why you are bothering? Swamiji will take care. And exactly, this has really happened in my life. Throughout the program, there is not a drop of water. The program went on very well. And after the program over, after half an hour, heavy rain was there. Of course, by that time, all the devotees and the well-wishers all gone. They have gone back to their home. By that time, heavy rain was there. Then I understood, this is the real thing. If we have fear, of course, fear means there are two sets of fear. One is, we should have fear towards God. Yes, my God is supreme. That attachment fear should be there. But we should not have any hatred, and at the same time we should have love and dependency that God, you will liberate. Sri Ramanuja Swami, he says in his Sri Bhashyam, if a person after getting Panchasamskara and he is having fear that this God will save me or not, then it is better he can go and follow another any sort of religion. He need not to come back to our religion. This is what mentioned in the Sri Bhashyam. He told, such a person not required to our Sanatana Dharma because he is having fear and doubt. If the fear and doubt is there, of course, Swami Vivekananda said, fear is death. As mentioned in the Mahabharatam, fear means bhayam. That bhayam itself mrityuhu. That is why in Hindu Sanatana Dharma we call even the Bhaya Devatas are Devatas we have to worship. Just to see, everybody we are freer of death. And Lord Mahadeva is staying at Smashanavasi. He is Smashanavasi. He is staying in the Smashana. So, why no? He knows anybody is having fear. You please come to my Smashana, my Ambalam, then he will not get fear at all. Kali is also in the Smashanam, means cremation ground. And why we want to worship Kali and Shiva? Because they are the fear people, but if you worship them, all our fear will go away. So, Bhakti in the 8th point, Bhakti as oneness to heart, means this we have to worship only to that God, as Shvetashvatara Upanishad 6th chapter, 23rd mantra, Yasya devo parabhaktihi yatha devo tatha kuru tasyaite katita gi artha prakashante mahatmanah. One who is supreme devotee, having devotion towards God, is one who is having three things: Guru, Scripture, as well as devotee, the devotion. That is why when I was making this, starting the class also, first thing I told, Ishvaro Guru Ragneti Murti Bheda Vibhagini. There is no any discrimination or difference between the Guru, the Scripture, as well as the truth of devotion. These three are one and the same. Guru, what he says, is telling the Shastra, and what the Shastra is telling, what is devotion, what is bhakti. So these three things, if we accept as it is, then we are the real Bhaktiman. Saha Mahatmanaha. Mahatmanaha means is the supreme devotee. Bhakti is pure bliss. Pure bliss, as mentioned in the Narada Bhakti Sutram, 6th mantra, Satvasmin Parama Prema Swarupa. Because Bhakti word is Strilingam, so it is used as Swarupa, Strilinga. So which means the supreme divine love. It is not just many people often they say Radha is having bhakti to Krishna. That is this Rasa Krida. Especially when they read Bhagavatam or Narayaniyam, they say, no, how can a person can marry 16,000 and how can he do Rasa Krida? Just imagine, that is their foolish petty minded things. As Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda beautifully said, we pity on them for their poor petty mind, because this is not that sort of sharira sambandha as body attraction. It is supreme divine love. Radha is actually more age than Krishna, and Krishna is at the age of 8th or 9th stage. If you read Bhagavatam, you will understand. At the age of 8th or 9th, he was going and doing Rasa Krida. That is supreme divine love. Then this same thing we have to see in the Sri Ramakrishna's life. Sri Ramakrishna, once he was doing, means in the Samadhi, his dress was automatically fallen. Then all the ladies, they were there, but they never felt any shy. In the Leela Prasanga, you can read this incident. Sharda Maharaj, Sardananda Swamigal beautifully mentioned, when all the ladies were seeing Sri Ramakrishna, they saw as a small child. They never get any means vikalpa, that no, a man is standing. Not even such feeling. And the same thing which comes in Sukabrahma Maharishi, when Suka was passing through river side, on the bank of the river, some 4 or 5 ladies were without dress, they were taking bath. And Sukabrahma Maharishi never noticed these things, he was just passing. When Vyasa was passing, they were covering their body with their hand. Immediately Vyasa asked, what is this? Vyasa, I am old, very at the age of 80 plus. But whereas Shuka is just 12 or 13, you are boy. And when he was passing, nobody has noticed. But when I am crossing you people are noticing me, and you are all covering with your body with your hand. What is this? Then those ladies, the devotees, all told, this question also you are only asking, whereas Shuka never noticed and he never asked these things. Because for Shuka, even this tree, water, stone and our body are same. There is no any discrimination. But whereas Vyasa, you had a small iota of, means a small pinch of discrimination. This is ladies and this is man. Like that you are discriminating. That is why this question you are asking. So what it means? There is no any sort of discrimination that it is a body, it is a shariram, or it is just a prakriti. No, it is Paramaswarupam, Parama Premaswarupa. And beyond this, the 10th qualification is Bhakti, as in the life of the highest goal is, as Bhagavatam mentioned in the 11th Ekadasha Skandam, 14th chapter, 20th mantra, which is very, very, very important. Na sadhayati mam yogena sankyam dharmam uddhava. Na swadhyaya tapa yogena tyagena tata bhaktir mama mamorjita. Lord Krishna says to Uddhava, neither by yoga, nor by knowledge, or by rituals, or by studying, or by austerity, that is tapas. Nobody can please me, but I can bend, I can easily get pleased by one's devotion. Many people, they do Ashtanga yoga, pranayama, and all those things, yama, niyama, asana, all. But what is the use? They have body attachment. Even these youngsters nowadays, it is good. Swami Vivekananda also said we have to do some sort of exercise, but we should not focus too much on the body. Then body complex and body consciousness only will be awakened. Then knowledge. Yes, many people, just like a Xerox machine, they study so many scripture, but what is the use when they don't know how to practice it? And many people, they do rituals. Ganapati puja, Shiva puja, Vishnu puja, Narayana puja, this temple, that temple, everything they go. But what is there to really follow? Rituals are secondary. What we have, devotion to God. I am not criticizing anything, just I am telling some highlighting what is made bhakti. And studying and austerities. Some people, if you go to Uttarakhand, some people will be standing on one leg. Some people, they will not open their ear. Some people, they will not breathe at all. Some people, they will not use one right hand or left hand. Or some people will say, no, I have given up these things. I will not take such and such things all. What it means? Just we have ego and we have sticken to that and we are telling no, I don't want to. I. What? That is not a real tapas. The real tapas is what? We have to give up our ego. That is the real intention. What see, if you see the real bhakti, Draupadi is the ultimate thing. Draupadi know that my Draupadi's 5 husbands are in front of him when the Vastrabharanam was taking place in the Indraprastha. Draupadi know Bhishma, the greatest warrior in the world, is sitting in front of him. Draupadi know his own grandmothers were there, Kunti, Gandhari, and other people are there. Draupadi know everybody is there. Ashwatthama is there, Karna is there, Kripacharya is there, Dronacharya is there. But Draupadi not called anybody. But whereas a person who is not in the Indraprastham, Draupadi know Krishna is in Gujarat. He was in Thakurdwar. He was in actually Gujarat. But whereas this happening in Delhi, Indraprastham, the old name is, new name is New Delhi. So there Draupadi had such a faith and devotion that if I call him, definitely he will come. And this is what the highest state of bhakti. When we have such a devotion, yes, if I call, the God will come. Certainly he will come. If you see Sri Ramakrishna's life, Saranamma life, and Swami Vivekananda life, this one point is having a repeatedly I am telling firm conviction. If we call with the firm conviction, yes, if I call Sri Ramakrishna, I will come. If I call Sharadama, I will come. If I call Swami Vivekananda, I will come. Definitely and certainly 100% no, 1000%. Of course, it is not there in the max. In spiritual things, we can say 1000% sure they will come. So, with this background, to next session, in the next class, we will see Navavida Bhakti, Panchavida Bhakti, and Trivida Bhakti, then Guna Bhakti, and according to 4 types of people mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, then we will see what is really Bhakti mentioned in Ramayanam, as mentioned by Valmiki Ramayanam, and Swami Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's life. With these points, because we have started with a short time, 1 minute I have taken extra, sorry for that. Thank you very much, and I pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda to give their Paripurna Kataksham on all of us. Thank you very much. Jai Ram Krishna.
Pranam Maharaj.
Namaste, ma.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste, ma. Namaste.
Namaste.